In this video, we are trying to trace the common hepatic duct and common bile duct. Before going to that, we have to see some basic things. This is the area. This is the area that we are discussing. So let's get oriented. This is the abdominal aorta. This branch is the common hepatic artery, which gives off gastroduodenal artery over this region. This is the gastroduodenal artery. After that, this region is known as the proper hepatic artery, which gives off right hepatic artery and left hepatic artery at this region. From the proper hepatic artery, right gastric artery originates and passes along the lesser curvature of the stomach. This is the right and left common hepatic ducts joined together to form the common hepatic duct, where the cystic duct joins and both together form the common bile duct, which passes behind the duodenum. The venous structure that is lying obliquely in the back of these already mentioned structures is the portal vein, which has a origin from here to, it will go like this, in this direction it will go. This most posteriorly, this venous structure, the blue structure, will be the inferior vena cava. We all know, suppose for example, if you're taking this region as the epiploic foramen, these three structures, the common hepatic duct, common bile duct, hepatic artery, proper hepatic artery, and portal vein will be found in the right free margin of the lesser omentum, which is the anterior boundary of the epiploic foramen, and this is the inferior vena cava, which forms the posterior boundary of the epiploic foramen. So it is understood that inferior vena cava is the posterior most structures to all these three. Okay, now let's start. In the beginning, the right hepatic duct and left hepatic duct join together to form the common hepatic duct, which is of around 3 centimeter long and caliber of around 4 millimeter. Let's see the relations. On the left side, if you trace from the superior aspect, you have the left hepatic artery and proper hepatic artery. This is the left relation of the common hepatic duct. Posteriorly, you can see the right hepatic artery, and posterior to that you have the portal vein. That's the major relation, and to the right side you can see the cystic duct. This is the relation of common hepatic duct. When you trace inferiorly, this is the common bile duct, where it can be divided into, this is going to pass posterior to the first part of duodenum, and which is going to enter into this region, second part of duodenum. So we can divide the common bile duct into a supraduodenal portion, retroduodenal portion, infraduodenal portion, and intraduodenal portion. We are going to deal about the first three portions only. The supraduodenal portion, the relations are behind, as you can see, the portal vein is there. That is the portal vein. On the left side, you have the proper hepatic artery. Basically, the proper hepatic artery will be lying almost in the same plane as the common bile duct and common hepatic duct. That's why the relation is left and right. But the portal vein lies at a more posterior plane. That's why the portal vein comes always as the posterior relation. Now, when you come trace downwards, This is the retroduodenal part of the common bile duct. Here also a part of the portal vein comes not exactly posterior, but still the portal vein comes as a posterior relation, and the left relation will change. That is the gastroduodenal artery. That will form the gastroduodenal artery. Here we can see a bit more clearly. This is the gastroduodenal artery to the left of the common bile duct. In front, since it's the retroduodenal part, in the front you will have the first part of duodenum. In the infraduodenal part, this region is the infraduodenal part. The bile duct is not shown here, but it is passing posterior to the head of the pancreas. So obviously the anterior relation will be head of the pancreas, and the accessory pancreatic duct, which will open superior or proximal to the ampulla of Vater. So that also comes anteriorly. On the posterior aspect, I have already mentioned the portal vein will be deviating to the left side, which is forming over here by the superior mesenteric vein and the splenic vein. So once the posterior vein deviates, the posterior relation will be the inferior vena cava. So for the infraduodenal part, the posterior relation will be inferior vena cava. On the left side, you have here will be the bile duct will be coming. So the left side will be the superior mesenteric vein and the initial part of the portal vein. So for the third part, the portal vein comes as the relation to the left. We are not dealing with the intraduodenal part. So that's all about the relations of common hepatic duct and common bile duct.